Hey, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls. Lizzie the Lightworker here. Welcome, guys, to my channel. Today, I'm bringing you guys a reading for Aries, an Aries season. Hello, all my fellow Rams. This is going to be for the narcissist in your life. You guys have been watching my videos. You know that I'm very passionate about narcissism, and I like to bring as much awareness as possible, so I started doing readings for it. 90% of the time, these are romantic connections that you guys are dealing with, but it could also mean that it's a boss, a coworker, a friend, a family member. It could resonate in that way too. So mainly what we're going to discuss today is the connection between the two of you. Sometimes these connections are karmic toxic. We're going to talk about the purpose of the lesson. What is your soul learning from this connection with this person? We're going to talk about their traits, some of their traits. Maybe more of the most toxic things about them. And then we're going to talk about how it affects you. We're going to talk about steps that you can take to go no contact or stay no contact if you're already in no contact, because that really is the only way to deal with narcissists. And then we're going to talk about how to heal. So let's talk about the connection between the two of you. Let's go there first. The connection between the two of you. All right, we're getting 10 of Cups. I feel like this could be family related. If it's not, then I feel like this is just the sort of the life that you want with this person or wanted with this person, like a happy family life. I don't know if they painted this picture to you like that's what it was going to be when you first met them, and they jazzed it up and they really amped it up and made you think like it was going to be the perfect ending and the fairy tale that you so wanted. I feel like that's a little bit of it. I also feel like you still have hope that it can be this way, and ultimately this is what you really want. And it could be that you got a little lost in the connection where deep down you know that this is really not healthy or possible, but you're hoping that it can be. Because I feel like in the beginning it was very fulfilling for you. It was definitely fulfilling. You felt like you could be with this person. I don't know if you have kids together. I'm picking up a little bit of that. It doesn't have to be. I'm just throwing it out there, if that's part of it. But I feel like this is also someone that's in your soul family. Okay, we do choose the people in our soul family. So I'm feeling like it could be like a soulmate connection or a soul connection of some type. We'll get some more cards out to see. But yeah, ultimately the connection feels very like family oriented and very, I don't know, like I want to say marriage or domestic life, like when you're living with someone, that sort of connection. Okay. Yeah. Let me get another card here and see. And I'm picking up on an earth sign energy. So it could be that you're dealing with a Taurus, a Capricorn, that sort of thing. To me, I feel like this is somebody that is kind of slow to do things. They're slow to move. They're slow to get things done in life. I also feel like they could have been a bit lazy, and you might have been carrying a lot of the burden and a lot of the financial, piece. This could also be, it could be a Taurus. It could be a Capricorn, or it could be a Virgo. Okay. It doesn't have to be. It could be just those traits in someone. But yeah, this person I feel like is very kind of like methodical. They're in their head a lot. I feel like they have problems with deciding on what to do. I feel like they have a lot of untapped talents that they're not using, and it makes them very angry because they can't really find like a good direction. I feel like they're very stubborn in setting their ways. Like once they've picked a path, they're like, no, there's no other way to go. It's just this way. It's what I say. It's what I do. I'm on my path. Like, mind your damn business. I feel like they almost are a little bit like smug about things. Okay. So let's ask about the purpose. What is the purpose? What is your soul learning out of this connection? What is your soul learning? Because nothing is accident. You know what I mean? Like we're put in path with people for a reason. We're getting denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight of awareness. So your soul, you're learning about denial. And a lot of the time, denial is simple as you want this person to change. And deep down, you know they're not going to. Narcissists are not capable of change. They're not able to change themselves because they don't think anything is wrong with themselves. So that's where their denial lies. Your denial comes in when you feel like you're the one that's going to help them. You're the one that's going to save them, the one that's going to, make them better and change and heal them. That's where some of the denial lives. So this connection between you and this narcissistic person or this karmic is about denial, okay? But the life lesson, sort of soul lesson about denial for you, is also about other things in your life you may have had fear about. And fear is a form of denial, okay? Like if we fear going for a medical test, we go in denial. It's like a fear thing. So yeah, part of this connection is to learn about that. And I mean, to me, I feel like the lesson is carried more for you because they're not really going to ever, be who you want them to be. They're not going to be good for you, okay? They're just incapable to be. And we're getting health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So, to me, this is about, it could be not just about physical health, but I'm feeling like more so to mental health, okay? Narcissists wreak havoc on our mental health. So I'm feeling like you're learning a lesson about taking care of yourself. Sometimes we put up walls and we don't want to look at what's really wrong with us. So we'll pick almost like a project person, I feel like. Like we want to focus all our attention and energy on somebody else other than ourselves. And that could be a bit of the lesson here for you to take into consideration, that this connection is highly toxic and it's playing on your health. It's making you feel, crazy. And it's crazy because when we're anxious all the time and worried all the time and we're in turmoil with a partner, and just because our mental health is affected, it means that our physical health obviously can be affected too. You start to get physical problems from mental problems. And I don't mean mental like crazy. I mean anxious, like that type of thing. So let's talk about some traits of this narcissist. What are some traits that they have or hold? Okay. They're very combative. They like to fight. They love it. They take a thrill in fighting. It's like it gives them something to do. They always have an ill opinion. If you say something and you know it to be true, they're going to argue with you for the sake of arguing. It's almost like they like it. It gives them like a high. They don't take advice. They are not open to other things to help themselves, or you saying something that, is against their opinion. They don't like it. It's almost like they have a 5-year-old tantrum over it. And they get all upset and all in a tiss. I also feel like they fight everybody in their life, not just you. I feel like they fight every single person in their life, and they always have. I feel like they also grew up in conflict. I don't know if you know this or not. You could know it or could not know it. They grew up in conflict. I feel like they grew up in an environment that was unstable and constantly, agitated, and nobody knows the answers, and there's always turmoil, and there's always unknowns, and there's always this stress environment. I feel like they live like that. I also feel like their work life is like this if they're working, or it has been in the past. They sort of they throw a wrench in, is what I'm feeling. They throw a wrench into things sometimes. When something's going really great, they throw a wrench in. And sorry guys, I got some blue on my hands. I was doing another project. But they have this air to them of that. So yeah, let's get something else out here. All right. So, and I'm going to say that this is representing of the Aries energy, but it could be they were dealing with another fire sign in the past, or they are dealing with someone of a fire sign energy in the now, okay? But more I'm feeling like this is more representative of the Aries energy. They feel like they have a hold on you. They like to fight with you. It's weird. It's like this energy, you're coming in because they know you're a challenge. They know that you can stand your ground and that you're tough and that you don't take any shit, and they like it. They like you for the challenge that they get with you. I don't know how else to say it. It's like they enjoy the argument with you because it's fulfilling to them. To me, it's about negative attention with this person. They like negative attention. It doesn't matter. They like attention, period, but they like negative attention. They must have got this too when they were younger. Okay. So this is a pattern for them, something from the past that they learned to do, a sort of a learned behavior that they have carried into adulthood. Okay. So I want to know the most toxic thing about them. What is the most toxic thing about them? All right. They don't let you rest. I feel like this particular narcissist doesn't let you rest. They are like up your ass, bothering you. I don't know if you live together or if you're just partners and you're live in separate places. They're always like kind of disrupting you at night or bothering you, or you're up worried about them at night. You feel like you don't know where they are maybe, or they're not answering their phone, or they're playing a game, or they're ghosting you now. Or, you're feeling like these suspicious feelings and you just can't pinpoint it. You know, deep down, your intuition is blocked though. And you're feeling like, I just know something's up. I just know I'm not worrying for nothing. But sometimes this is about making yourself sick with worry. So that's the most toxic thing about this connection. The most toxic thing about them is that they just don't care if they make somebody worry. They're not connected enough to care. They're not in an era where they're like, maybe I should just call, or maybe I should just let them know I'm okay. They're more like disruptive in nature, so they're just about themselves when they're in the moment. And I do feel like they're out causing chaos. I feel like they have some kind of criminal shit going on too, possibly like now or in their past, or it's something that was like something they've always like had an issue with, authority and criminal type behavior. But you're up worrying, and it's making you like very stressed and not able to sort of like go through your day with good energy. And yeah, it's really holding you down too. You also feel trapped in this, and you try to see your way out. You try to play out scenarios, and you try to tell yourself that you need to end this, or you need to stay away from this person permanently. But there's just like these I feel like these pulls that you have, like you're pulled to this state where you're like worried about this person for some reason. Yeah, and you need to meet them with more of like a I don't take no shit attitude. Like if you're doing that, that's good. That's a good way to be. But like more of a strategy to deal with them is like this I'm not going to take any shit attitude. Also, you're going to get clarity if you are in separation from this person, or you're still involved with this person and there's something that you just don't know. Like there's like this, I don't, a sense of you don't know what they're up to, or you maybe surmise they're cheating, or they're doing some dirty deeds, or they're doing criminal shit, or whatever it is, something, you have like this inkling, you're going to get the truth about it, okay? There's gonna be a moment, you're gonna get your clarity, you're gonna cut through the bullshit, and you're gonna have a whole new attitude. You're gonna like not even care. You'll be at a point where you're just like so disgusted and so just like done with this situation that you're just going to just be this like bitter bitch, like that's it, we're done, like I'm cutting ties, that's it. Okay, so you will get to that if you're not already there or have already been there in the past. This could be resonating for somebody that's already cut ties with a narcissist and they're still feeling things about them or wondering things about them. It could resonate for those of you finding this too. Okay, so let's talk about, how does this affect you? Because really, we did see a little bit of, how you're up at night and the worry and everything, but what is something, another area that is you're being bothered by? Sentimental feelings. So, you do care for this person. I feel like, you get lost in the sentiments of when it was good, when it felt really great, when they were romancing you and they were treating you right, okay? When they were love bombing you. I feel like you're caught up in that. You miss that. You want that. You want that to exist in someone. You want that. If you're thinking about like later on in life, you're going to meet somebody else, and you will, because you don't belong with this narcissist. Your feelings of the past, of those, feelings of connectedness you had with them, you felt like, romantic, and they were really good, and they were loving you, and they made you feel like you were the only person in a room, and they gave you that, like real good attention, and they made you feel really good about yourself. You're holding on to that. In the past, anything fun that occurred, anything like good memories. So you could be a little bit stuck in that, and it is affecting you because you're feeling like you can't move on because of it. Let's get another card for that. Yeah, decisions. Okay, so you're having difficulty like sort of discerning. I feel like you know that this is bad, that this is unhealthy, you need to come to a decision, you need to, and it's there, it's like right there on your fingertips, and you're getting to it. Okay, it's like you have to work up to it. So let's talk about maybe some steps to take, for going no contact, or sort of like getting this person maybe out of your way, I want to say. We're getting self-reflection. So I feel like this is a good time for you to start to really look at, things that you may not have identified from the past that are some wounds that need some healing. I also feel like this is why they came into your life. And I also feel like they have showed you this already. And you may not have been aware of it or been in tune to it, but they have already showed you some of your wounds. And usually when you fight, and from this card, that's happening a lot, or at least it was in the past. It still is if you're with this person, and it will continue. The fighting will continue. It will never stop. I feel like in fights, whatever was your most upset moment where you yelled or screamed, like the most thing that bothered you the most in a fight, those are links to some core wounds that you have to identify to help, heal yourself. Okay. That's like, look at yourself deep. And I feel like you will find the answers there, and it will make a lot more sense. Okay. So let's get some advice for how to heal. Let's get some advice for how to heal. Look, we're getting healing from the past. So I feel like you have to take care of your past before you can even take care of this, on top of worrying about the future, how to heal. Okay. So there are some links to the past. It could be past shit that they've done to you that was horrible and toxic, or it could be stuff from your past, from your childhood or previous relationships that you need to heal from. And we're getting self-care. So this should be all about you. If you go no contact, or you already are no contact and you were thinking about going back, or you've had minimal contact, that's an answer, is to keep going on without them. Go on for you. Take care of yourself. Do things for yourself. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your mind. Pay attention to your intuition. Really, really pamper and nurture yourself in this time. Okay. And moving forward, let's get one more message, sort of for moving forward, that, you'll recover from this. You'll feel better about things. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll look back on this one day and you'll be just wiser. What's a message for that? Boundaries. So moving forward, it could be that you will learn from this, or it has already taught you, just to have better boundaries with people. So I hope that resonates. It's not easy to do when we want to help everybody and we want to care for everybody and not really, care for ourselves. It's easy to get lost in that. I will get one more message from angels here. This connection no longer is serving you. It is meant to end. Wow. So you are being guided. This whole thing, I feel like, could have been karmic. And angels are watching over you. And they are intervening in some way, showing you signs, showing you different things. They're helping you to get to that point of utter, just like, that's it. When you are that Queen of Swords and you're like, I'm not taking any more shit. Like, this is it. They're getting you to that. They're wanting you to follow your heart, follow your intuition, to know, deep down that this is unhealthy, or deep down that, you have to sort of get this narcissistic person out of your life. Maybe you don't know how. Maybe you keep getting stuck in that Nine of Swords, where, you're up at night and you're worried and you're torturing yourself. So they just want you to know that, yeah, this connection is not meant to last. It is meant to end. And it was a valuable lesson as part of your soul's growth. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know what you think. Give me a big thumbs up and a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next reading. Love and light to you. Love, light, and healing.